If you're an MSP owner that absolutely hates marketing, this video is for you because I get it. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've even been there before as far as hating marketing, not sure what to post, and really, what should you actually be doing for your MSP? This video is for you. How are you doing? My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow. We teach people just like yourself on how to sell more of your services to more of your dream customers. We teach you how to build an unlimited amount of leads and generate leads without spending tons and tons of money on marketing agencies. And also, as you begin to grow your business, we help you operate your business. If you want to learn more, check us out at growth-generators.com. And if you want, while you're there, you might as well jump into our free Discord, growth-generators.com/Discord, or check out tons of our free resources, how to handle objections in sales, how to be able to go through and learn a sales sheet and have a sales sheet, or take one of our free master classes. It is just absolutely jam-packed with value. growth-generators.com/resources. So let's talk about the real problem. Most MSPs believe that they need to be super flashy when it comes to their marketing. They need to think like, hey, I need to be like Gary Vee, right? Who's a huge personality in the marketing world, has built a massive following, or other people like Alex Hormozy and others. They're all great. But here's the thing. They are trying to and have reached celebrity status. And more than likely, you watching this video are not trying to reach celebrity status. And I totally get that. That's actually perfect. Because if you are, you need to make a lot more content, and this video might not be for you. But if you're a regular MSP owner that absolutely hates marketing, but wants to generate leads, then this video is absolutely for you. And we have to start thinking about removing that flashy aspect and start really creating great content for our target market. And that's going to be the key to today's video. I'm going to talk to you about content buckets. What types of content should you be making? Where should you be posting? How should you be posting it? And removing that, hopefully that fear of using, something like a phone to put the content out there. That way you can actually get in front of your dream customers. Now, I am going to preface this. You are absolutely going to have to do some work. I know, please don't unsubscribe yet. I'd actually ask you to hit that subscribe button because I promise you it gets better. And if you enjoy this video, that like button or that subscribe button. But here's the thing. You're going to have to start taking some content, and that content is going to be very different than what you're used to seeing online or out in, we'll call it the wild. The key to this whole thing, though, is making sure that you're interacting as time goes on and adding your network of people to your main social media platforms that you choose to use. Now, for most of you watching, you're probably going to end up using LinkedIn. Fantastic. For those of you that aren't going to be doing that, make sure that you go out and add those people. If you want to use your personal Facebook, go for it. Add those people on your Facebook. If you're going to use TikTok, make sure you are creating content on TikTok, and also if you find your target customers on TikTok. Same thing with Alignable. It is super important to do that. And all of this content can also be used on Google My Business. So I just wanted to cover some groundwork here before we get into the actual content buckets. The things that you can start to do to produce good content and not feel like you are making this weird push in a certain direction. Also, keep in mind that before we get into these content buckets, you're not making content for your peers. Don't even worry about that. I make my content not for my competitors or anybody else, people that I went to high school with, none of those people. I only make content for MSPs. That's it. You are making content for your dream customer and nobody else. So don't worry about, oh, you know what? It's not for them. And if they're like, it didn't really, don't ask the wrong people the wrong questions. If you go to the wrong person and say, how is my content doing? And it's not for them, they're going to think it stinks. But that's okay. We need to make content for our dream customer. So let's talk about the content buckets. Number one, and I think we sleep on this all of the time. We are always out and about in customers' offices, in our own office, working on super cool stuff. It is not impossible to take this device and start taking pictures and videos explaining what you're doing. Think about it, right? If you were in a dentist's office and you're working on a new x-ray machine, maybe one of those cool panoramic ones that take a picture from all angles of your head to see your teeth. That's something new and exciting that most people don't get to see. On top of that, your dream customer, maybe it's going after dentists, knows exactly what that machine is. Or if they don't, they're going to be curious about it. But you can show what you're doing, how you're networking it together. Maybe it needs its own computer to be networked to the network. Whatever it is, start taking pictures and videos of what you are doing. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, well, Harrison, nobody wants to see the spaghetti in the server closet. And you would be wrong. Think about it, right? How many times do you go to somebody's office and it is a disaster as far as the spaghetti that you see? Most businesses have that in their network closet. But what if you posted something like a before and after picture when it's all of that spaghetti and then all of a sudden right afterwards, it actually looks fantastic because of the work that you did? How amazing would that actually be? That would be tremendous to your target customer. And there's plenty of other customers out there that would love to see a real network closet being built out, a real progress being made in getting rid of all of that, where it should be nice, clean, and tidy, so that way everybody coming into there, it looks like a show-stopping thing. Make sure you take pictures. If you're putting in ports and walls, go for it. If you're configuring and setting up new computers, post that. Yes, does it look weird for some people? Absolutely. But you can add a little bit of text to it explaining what you're doing and how you're doing it. That's the coolest part. Maybe you're pushing a script. Can that be boring because we do it all the time? Absolutely. But guess who doesn't do that all the time? Your target customer. That's the coolest part about it. So as you're out and about doing certain things, make sure you show them what you are doing. It is tremendous. And if you see something super cool, take a picture of it. You don't have to post the names of the companies or anything like that. You don't need to air out anybody's dirty laundry or anything like that. But it is important to take these pictures because people are not going online and saying, what should a network closet look like at a law firm? It just doesn't happen. But you can show what a network closet should look like at a law firm. Number 2, post client wins. Now, posting client wins can mean a variety of different things. That could be transformations from what was there to what is currently there. I remember going into a non-client, but a prospect of a huge company that I guarantee you know who it is, right? And their entire business, believe it or not, was running off of a DOS server. And the guy's server closet had a stack of boxes, multiple stacks of boxes, higher than me, of all hard drives that he could hot swap out so that way it would never go down because he never got on board with new and updated technology. Now, we never ended up working with him, but imagine what kind of win that would have been if we did end up working with him. Now, truthfully, we didn't want to work with this individual, but there's all of the times that you're pulling out super old servers, just absolute spaghetti messes, kind of like I've already spoken about. Maybe you're setting up or migrating somebody's office. That's a huge client win. And plus, everything looks good because it's not full of stuff already if you're moving their office. But post client wins. If you had a huge client win with a customer or move something, or maybe even set up an executive with an extra screen, take a picture with them. Maybe they'll even take a picture of just sitting down in front of their desk with all of the screens. It never hurts to ask. And if they're willing to, ask them, hey, do you mind if I post you on social media? Why not? They are going to feel famous being posted on social media because most people, while they don't like getting their picture taken, if they think it's a good picture, they're going to say, yeah, you can post it. On top of that, now it gives you credibility to your dream customer out there. So it's important to keep that in mind as you go through this process. You're helping businesses. Only you are helping businesses. Businesses don't even realize how much help they need from an MSP. But that's where you come in. And by you showing the wins, and it doesn't have to be buy for me, buy for me, buy for me. It just has to be helpful content, and them seeing you actually do the work builds a massive level of credibility. Number 3, I guarantee you've gotten dumb questions or you've just gotten questions in general. I say this all the time. Write down those questions. Take your phone, put a little notepad out, and start typing away in there anytime somebody asks you a dumb question. But here's why, right? Those questions are great questions for blog posts, for social media content, even if there's no image associated with it. But you can respond to those images. Don't post the person's name that asked you maybe a dumb question like, what does a switch do in a network closet, right? But it's important to sit there and break down what these pieces of technology do so that way other people get to learn. They don't know. Most people have no idea what a 48 port PoE switch is. Most people have no idea that what a firewall is and why it's important. Most people don't know why you need a guest network versus a private network for your team or that company that you're helping. These questions just aren't answered. And not only are they not answered, but they're having a hard time finding it. They're going online. They're trying to trust somebody else who they don't know on those questions. It's really, really important for you to write down those dumb questions and answer it. There is so much value in that because think about it. If you got asked that dumb question, think of how many other people are also asking that dumb question, right? There's probably a lot, and it gives you a ton of content. Every year you can go back to that notepad and answer those questions over and over and over again, especially if you're making posts on LinkedIn where you're typing it out and giving a nice response. There is so much opportunity to build trust because, hey, you're the person that said, hey, this is exactly what you need to do and how you do it, or what these pieces of equipment are and why they're important. And guess what? Now your competitors aren't posting those things. You now have a reason to stay top of mind because you're the friendly person that answers the dumb questions that people are too afraid to ask. Number 4, I see this all the time on the website and I see this all the time on people's social media. Don't be afraid to share the team. It's your team. Ask them if they're okay with being on camera. Most people are gonna say yes. It's really not that big of a deal. But share your team. It is super important. People buy from people, right? Especially in this world. It's not a software company where they just need the software and they don't particularly care how they actually get it. People buy from people. And it's super important that you show off your team. If you have people that are out and about in the field doing the work, take pictures of them while you're out there. If you're not sure how to take a picture, put the little X on your phone, right, that shows, I'll actually show you exactly what it should look like. But if you could see that there's this rule, it's called a rule of thirds here, and there's 4 lines, right? 4 lines, yeah. 4 lines that make a area and try to frame an image. It's not that hard to frame an image out, but by you having that and seeing, okay, this is probably where it should be, and there's dozens of videos online, I don't expect you to be an expert photographer, but take the picture, clean your lens. I always take my shirt, clean the lens, make sure the lens is clean, take multiple pictures if you're not sure about which one is the best one. And then after you do that, don't even worry about editing. Just get used to in the beginning posting pictures. There is so much opportunity to post pictures, and think about it. You're probably connected with all of your competitors and all of your peers. How many of them are actually posting their team? How many of them are even posting? And we're on number 4 of great ideas for you to post online on social media to the people that you're connected with, hopefully your dream clients. It makes it so much easier to connect with people when they know that you have a team behind you and you're out doing the actual work that you say you do. Just like I am. I'm currently in Maine helping an MSP with a trade show, right? Which is super cool and a great opportunity. That's the coolest part, and you'll probably see some of that coming up here very soon. But I'm out and about. I want to share with you guys that journey of being out and about. This is not pleasure travel. I usually tell you guys where I am and what I'm doing, but I am currently in the middle of nowhere, Maine, helping an MSP with a trade show. That's the coolest part, and I get out, go help people, learn some new stuff, and bring it back to you guys. Number 5, don't forget to share personal and community posts. Share personal wins. Even if you don't want to drag your family into it or anything like that, I totally, totally get it. Here's the thing though, you have to share what you're doing and who you're helping. You're probably a part of a LATIP, a Chamber of Commerce, a BNI, or some other networking group. At some point or another, especially your Chamber of Commerce, there's going to be fundraisers that are going to be happening. There are going to be events that happen. There are going to be huge wins that you have in your life outside of work. Maybe it's just even be playing a rec league softball game. Whatever it is, share those posts. Believe it or not, people don't want to be bombarded with only business posts forever. Yes, should LinkedIn be kept mostly business? Absolutely, in my opinion. However, there's tons of personal wins. There's tons of opportunities. And think about it. The people in the chamber see who shares all of the posts. They see who shares the sponsorships, who shares the opportunities for whatever it is, whether that's a golf outing that they're hosting, a barbecue that they're hosting. It doesn't particularly matter. But they see it. And I promise you that the president of the chamber or other people there see that you are the one sharing it. That goes very, very far. And we're not just business people. We're not robots going out there, building a business and going home. Some of you may be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But more often than not, you started a business because you wanted to create the wealth for your family, the freedom for your lifestyle to do what you want. And most people I know, myself included, being a volunteer fireman for 10 plus years, love giving back to the community. It's super easy to click share on a post, to click share or repost with your thoughts. It takes no time. If you see it on Facebook, feel free to share it too. What's the worst that happens? People just scroll by it. I promise you, it's not that bad. People are so used to going through their phone and doom scrolling forever, right? It's just what people do. I'm sure you probably do it laying in bed or when you should be doing productive work. Don't worry about it. Hit that repost. Nobody is going to judge you for doing something amazing. I appreciate you checking out this video. If you've made it this far in the video, I hope I've earned a like button, a subscribe button, a notification bell. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I don't even know how I'm going to make the content. I'm currently propped up on a Keurig here because I forgot. I shouldn't say I forgot. I didn't feel like traveling with a tripod, but I'm going to figure out how to get some content for you guys over the next couple days. Other than that, if you want to check out, I'm speaking in Omaha, Nebraska in about a week or two, right at the end of this month. I will leave a link down below. I'm speaking at ScaleCon later this year in the end of September. I will also leave a link down below. Feel free to grab tons of our resources at growth-generators.com/resources, or come hang out with us inside of the Discord at growth-generators.com/Discord. I appreciate every single one of you guys for checking out all of these videos. I hope I've inspired you to go out, create, take some pictures, and post online, because there is so much opportunity out there for you to grow your business, even if you hate marketing. You don't have to make the crazy videos just like I do or anything like that. You can take it one very large step back and still have a massive, massive amount of success. I love you guys as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.